Hey, what's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome to D Smith. Let's discuss. Welcome to the session. In today's session, truth or lie. Some of these stories you cannot make up. In Alabama, this lady right here, Genesis, shot her husband allegedly, dropped him off at the hospital, dead, went back to the scene to collect the evidence. By the way, there was a stranger there she never seen before who allegedly shot the husband. Truth or a lie? You cannot make this stuff up, man.
Mobile County deputies say Lazarus Tanksley and his wife Genesis got into an argument when she shot him to death, then dropped him off at the hospital.
The friends called Cap, you are a known liar, you full of crap.
Just a terrible person, that's all I'm saying.
Then the story she told didn't make no sense at all, man.
I seen him in Pritchard. He was just out there just hanging out. Then he gonna jump in our conversation. That's weird. I knew it. Then he had a gun on him. And then he gonna shoot like that so fast. And then he died after being shot once.
I gotta play that one more time, man.
Him in Pritchard. He was just out there just hanging out. Then he gonna jump in our conversation. That's weird.
She never seen this guy before. But he unalived your husband. I never seen him before.
I knew it. Then he had a gun on him. And then he gonna shoot like that so fast. And then he died after being shot once.
Truth or a lie?
Oh God. I love Lazarus. Lazarus, oh God. It's personal. It's private. That's for me.
Cap, right? This was eventually going to happen. I want to show you this article real quick. Last year, domestic violence incident ends in vehicle pursuit through Mobile. Guess who did it? Genesis. What began with someone flagging down the police for a domestic violence situation, it resulted in a police chase. The person that was being chased was Genesis. Lazarus probably waved the police down, but guess what? Police gave both of them, you going to jail. But Genesis was going through, she had some type of some pain in her stomach because she was pregnant. She was having contractions. Therefore, she was not arrested. According to the police, according to the Pritchard spokesman, police will sign domestic violence warrants for the couple. In addition, the woman will also face other charges. So clearly, Genesis was a problem. Clearly, the police did not believe the guy whatsoever. Did not believe the guy whatsoever. Now, this individual is dead.
A woman accused of killing her husband on New Year's Day is speaking exclusively to WKRG News 5's Haley Kennedy. Haley joins us now in the studio. And Haley, you sat down with this woman and her father today at Metro Jail to hear what they say happened, and they had quite a story to tell you.
Yeah, they sure did. Genesis Tanksley tells me what Mobile County Sheriff deputies are saying is not true, and that she does not have what it takes to kill anyone, let alone her husband. But she does know who did it. Hands and feet locked in shackles.
I've been wrongly accused by law enforcement, and that their job is for justice.
Genesis Tanksley is accused of killing her husband, Lazarus Tanksley, early on New Year's
He
Day.
was already shaking, and like you could see his soul leaving his body.
Mobile County deputies say Tanksley went to her husband's home, got into an argument, and shot him to death. But Tanksley says that's not true, claiming that she and Lazarus got to the house at the same time.
But there was a guy that was there. I noticed him.
That guy she describes is a 5'8" male with a darker complexion, but a stranger to her and her husband. She says the man tried to get into the back of her car, asking for a ride.
Lazarus came to the right side of the door, and then he opened it. Then, pow, the gun went off. He shot immediately.
She says witnesses helped get Lazarus into the car and she drove him to USA Health, but then left him there. Why didn't she stay at the hospital?
Because Lazarus was dead.
Leaving him for dead, Genesis says she went back to the house to gather evidence and to go tell her dad.
So when she said what she said, I immediately shut down. I can't. That's it. I can't. That's it. I don't want to hear nothing. I can't take this.
Andre Kostarfin says when deputies knocked on his door, he already knew what would happen to his daughter.
You're going to be locked up tonight, and you're going to be accused of murder. This man right here, that detective.
Hey, what do you guys think about the father? Drop a comment, let me go. Drop a comment, man. Let's discuss. Let's go.
He's going to say you done it.
Now Genesis is locked in jail thinking about the person she says killed the love of her life.
Lazarus wanted him arrested, but me, I wouldn't say nothing.
You don't want him arrested?
I wouldn't try to judge nobody, but if I was God and I had to judge somebody, I wouldn't. It won't be nice. It won't be none good. It won't be none good.
Do you want justice?
Yeah.
Lazarus and Genesis have 2 kids together, and one is only a few months old.
Friends of the man who
Crazy,
was dropped
man.
off dead at the hospital early on New Year's Day is speaking to News 5. Now, this follows our exclusive interview with the wife accused of killing her husband.
News 5's Haley Kennedy has been following this story for us. And Haley, friends are telling you that the wife who you interviewed at Metro yesterday has a history of acting out against her husband.
Yeah, she sure does. Friends of Lazarus Tanksley tells me the two were not together and did not live in the same house. They say this all follows years of harassment, including Genesis allegedly busting the windows of his home and slashing his tires. They say the only reason why he kept her around was for their 2 kids. Long live Larry, written on a flower vase placed at the murder scene.
It's literally like a movie. Nobody
Shout out to his friends, man. Shout out to his friends.
woke up and thought that Larry would be murdered. That don't even sound right. That don't sound right at all.
Mobile County deputies say Lazarus Tanksley and his wife Genesis got into an argument when she shot him to death, then dropped him off at the hospital.
She was just a terrible person, that's all I'm gonna say.
Genesis reached out to WKRG News 5 Monday from Metro Jail, asking to share her story, claiming innocence and placing blame on another man.
I never seen him in picture. He was just out there just hanging out. Then he gonna jump in our conversation. That's weird. I knew it. Then he had a gun on him. And then he gonna shoot like that so fast. And then he died after being shot once.
A bond that she thinks could not be broken.
Oh, God. I love Lazarus. Lazarus, oh, God. It's personal. It's private. That's for me.
But his friends say otherwise.
Started off good, then she started getting a little crazy.
Outside looking in, you know, every relationship got they ups and downs, but I would say it literally like a Six Flags roller coaster.
Accusing Genesis of stalking, busting his windows, and slashing his tires. They say Lazarus's New Year's Eve plans did not include her.
He was at one of our other friends' dad's house, celebrating New Year's. Came home, she was here, and then everything went down.
Did he have any intention of seeing her that night?
I wouldn't think so.
The lifelong friends were shocked that they would no longer have their buddy, but they're not surprised Genesis is accused of his murder.
It's strategic. It looks just like I did it. It's very strategic.
Allegedly, you did that.
It just got me wondering, like, it did. It shook me a little bit.
You can't get out of this one. You can't, because everything she was saying was not making sense.
Facts. You can't get out of this one. you're gonna have to keep on telling lies to cover up the other lie, man. I don't know. So what do you guys think? Truth, lie? So yeah, what do you guys think? She telling the truth or lying, man? She telling the truth or lying? Let me know. Thank you for attending this session. Welcome to D Smith Let's Discuss. Drop a comment, like, subscribe.